They are a plague, a cancer, come to infect us all. Beasts, demons. The proof is in their eyes. Proof that they come from the gates of hell. "50 years ago, these things came to be, almost as if out of nowhere. And we did the right thing, locked them away in the precinct where they could only terrorize themselves. But now, you want me to live with these things? These neats, as we call them? More like abominations. When God created this beautiful green earth, He made us all in His image. That means these neats are a spawn of Satan. So they must be eliminated, one by one. They think they can be like us? They pretend to feel, they pretend to love. They've even given themselves names. What's your name?
Ease. Please, please.
No one is going to help you. Later today, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will broadcast the live mutilation of a neat. And then, the cleansing can begin. You okay? Hit you a little hard on that last one. Didn't hurt too bad, did it?
You're a fucking psychopath.
Well, that's the idea. But I'm sorry. Let me get you a bottle of water. Trust me, this hurts me as much as it hurts you. I've never had to hit anyone like that before.
I just don't understand how you think something like this would work. People don't give a damn about needs, and they never will.
It'll work because it's human nature, Ace. You see, we as people have a tendency not to see evil until someone shows it to us.
What does that even mean? That doesn't explain what I'm doing here.
Can I tell you a story, Ace? See, a long time ago, people hated black people almost as much as they hate neats now. There was a young black boy going to visit his family down in Mississippi. And while he was there, he was hanging out at the grocery store where he saw a pretty looking white woman. You know what he did? Gave her a whistle. Now this woman didn't take too kindly to that. And she went home and she told everyone that this boy had sexually harassed her. Grabbed her, groped her, all that. Now 3 grown white men had heard that, and they decided to do something truly horrific to this boy. They went into the place where he was staying, abducted him, dragged him into the woods where they beat him, tortured him, mutilated him, to the point that by the time the boy's family had to recognize the dead and mangled body, they couldn't. Now knowing what this woman did, what do you think, East?
That's awful. What she did got a kid killed, that's just...
Before you answer, this story's not over yet. You see, as soon as the mother heard this, she rushed down, and you could imagine the horrified expression on her face when she saw what they had done to her boy. But she would not let her boy's death be in vain.
Even though the boy's body was mangled beyond recognition, she decided to have an open casket. She said she wanted the world to see what they had done to her boy because he was black. But he was still a boy. The only difference was the color of his skin. And the world saw it. The world took notice. And it sparked a revolution that allowed people like me to live a normal life. Now knowing that, what do you think of what this woman did? Shocking, right? That terrible thing can be the catalyst for great change. But it's happened, time and time again. Mass shootings, genocides, hate crimes. They have a strange way of bringing people together.
So I'm the boy, and you're the lying woman in this situation. And you're gonna pretend to torture me so that NEETs and people can get along?
Honestly, it's as fucked up as it sounds. But that's what's necessary to make the world a better place.
So you're the hero in this?
Nah, sinners can't be saints. I'm just the darkness that makes the light shine brighter. But that's why you play such an important role here, East. You have to help me show the world the way.
By showing them the wrong way.
Look, I promise you'll be okay after this. It might hurt, but I won't hurt you any more than I have to. And by the end of this, you'll be able to go home safely to your family.
Go back to my family. Okay, but one condition.
What's that?
You help me find my mother.
Okay. Where's your mother?
I have her address. I just don't know how to get there. Nobody's willing to help me, so...
Your mom's human, then.
I'm what you guys call a neotype.
A half-breed. I figured. You're a lot more human-looking than most NEETs. So is that why you were out here? Outside of the precinct? To find your mother?
Yeah, but I've never gotten to meet her because... Well, you know... I thought that she might... I don't know... be the gateway to a better life.
Well, since you're as old as you are, obviously you were born before NEET and human interactions were allowed.
I don't know what happened between my mom and my dad. I know I lived in the precinct all my life. There everyone is just screeching to survive. I've been looking for any way to get out for so long. And then finally they said we can go. And everyone acted like they still couldn't leave. They didn't have a choice. It was supposed to change. That's why I kind of understand what we're doing.
Yeah, I heard it's bad in there.
It didn't get any better when I left.
So what happened to your face then?
You sure this didn't happen when you smacked me?
You got that when I found you.
It was just a couple of thugs, no big deal.
Let me guess. They jumped you when they saw a NEET type outside of the precinct. They say anything?
I'm sure you can guess. The same things that you say when you put that mask on. Why do people hate NEETs so much?
People fear what they don't understand, East. And instead of embracing our differences, they rebel against it, like it somehow protects them from something.
That's stupid. If you ask me, there's no difference. I don't see them. We eat, we breathe. I'm just trying to live a happy life.
I want everyone to live a happy life. It's all I wanted.
But you're a human. You should hate the NEETs just as much. So why are we doing this?
To make the world a better place.
Not what I mean. Why are you doing this?
Because I'm the only one willing to. Get some rest. We got a couple hours till showtime. right, this is it. The big finale. The part where we change the world. Now I'm really gonna need you to roll with the punches on this. Really make the audience feel like you're in unbearable pain.
I know. We've been over this like 10 times by now.
Good.
By the way, what did you do before this? You seem like you've done this before.
I have. Don't worry. Before this, I was an actor. Deceiving people's what I do. You know, before this, I had lost my hope.
What?
Earlier, you asked me why I'm doing this. I had a daughter, an E-type, just like you. She was born before needs were allowed out of the precinct. But I loved her mother. She was everything to me. Even though our relationship was forbidden, we did everything we could to see each other. But she died during the birth, leaving me with a half-breed child that I didn't know how to raise. But damn, did I try. But even so, someone found out, took her from me, put her in the precinct where I couldn't get to her.
What was her name? Maybe I knew her.
Her name was Hope, but I doubt you knew her. Not long after she was forced into the precinct, she died in a burning building during a NEAT riot.
I'm sorry.
Imagine that. A 4-year-old, burning, suffering. And as her father, there was nothing I could do about it. That's why, East. That's why. Remember the boy from the story? It's not you. It's Hope. All right. It's showtime.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you the live mutilation of a lowly meat. They are a plague. They need to be exterminated. One by one. Even if I have to do it myself. You'd like it to be that easy, wouldn't you? Let's go. No. I want you to scream for me. This is what you all deserve for dirtying up God's beautiful green earth. You dead yet?
Please! Stop! I've had enough!
Oh, have you now? I've had enough too. Needs, people, every living thing on this goddamn planet. I want your hope to burn to ashes. make the world a better place.
This week's top story, it appears the murder of a NEET has the entire country in disarray.
I mean, you just gotta think. People like this are the absolute scum of humanity.
I mean, I wouldn't wish anything like that on my worst enemy. I mean, what that NEET do to him? It's nice to see people starting to rally behind their NEETs. I mean, why do we hate him in the first place? Because people fear what they don't understand.
Oh, hold on. It appears as though a group of NEETs are rioting through the streets of Manhattan.
We will not be ignored!
There's a lot more of them than I expected.
What was thought to be a peaceful protest turned extremely violent as the NEETs raided central
These
Manhattan.
NEETs, they're terrorists.
So you're saying
living
they're
on
terrorists
American
now? These are
soil.
people that are just fighting for their rights.
They
They're just trying
need to be
live a happy
stopped.
life just like the rest of us. I don't see why you keep putting them in this category. That turned out to be a peaceful protest until the police got involved.
Look. At this point, it's them or us.
With an alarming increase on the number of NEETs in this past week alone, and with the NEET uprising being in full swing, we could be on the brink of civil war.
Everyone is just overtaken by fear. You see, it's hope whose death is what really sparked this change.